Hi Libra, this is going to be your intuitive channeled reading. Hi, my name is Kirby. Anything that comes through will be relevant to someone out there. This is a collective, so don't be offended if some of the messages don't resonate with you. There's going to be messages for specific people and situations. Alright, let's begin. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Physical health. Seeing. Heart chakra. Visualization. Okay, so first up, there might be someone in your family that is quite ill. Sorry to start off the reading like this, but whatever comes through comes through. Yeah, no, I'll just use these ones for now. Alright. That is suffering possibly something to do with their stomach as well as their heart. I'm hearing triple bypass, and I'm also hearing clots. Clarify physical health for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Prosperity begins. They may be overburdening themselves with a lot of duties. This could also be you. There's a need for you to slow down and take what you have had, or what you have put a lot of work into, and just appreciate the success for yourself. I'm also hearing pregnancy. Could be having a baby this month. Congratulations if you are. But I'm also hearing that you may have gone into a commitment with somebody that may have been very quick, and you may have bitten off more than you can chew, or that person, regarding money. Now there's a need for you to slow it down, and also look after your health. Person is the apple of your eye. We have trapped in fear. Okay, so where I feel like this is going is you may have jumped into an impulsive commitment with somebody and you may not have been ready, or they may not have been ready, but they don't want to lose, they don't want to give up this connection, because I feel like there could be a connection with somebody that has just recently come out of a relationship and gone straight back into one because of the fear of being lonely. Clarify seeing. Intuition. Yeah, goes hand in hand with that seeing card. So you may I feel like you might have approached the situation with this person a fair few times, and they may have sort of just given you something just to brush off the situation, but your intuition is serving you correctly. You do know that there's something that is, it's almost feeling like they feel like they're being forced, but not in a indefinite forceful way. It's more of a, I feel like I don't want to be lonely. There is love there with the heart chakra. However, I feel like this person is trapped in fear. We have solitude, and they may want to be spending a lot of their time alone, trying to figure out where they're going in this particular connection. You may find as you grow with your own spiritual journey, you're finding that this person may have some inner issues regarding suppression of emotions. Clarify the heart chakra. Unable to love at present, authority. So yeah, they could have been in a very domineering or restricted connection previously, and I feel like they feel like they can't move per se in this particular connection with yourself. So like I said, they could have jumped from one relationship to another, and haven't given themselves time to heal, hence why they want this solitude. Or this could be very much you finding out how to deal with this individual and how you go about it with this connection. The throat chakra, yeah. There's a need for, okay, there's two stories coming through. So need for you to speak up about this particular subject to them, so that they can, and as I've seen the clock, it was 555, and this is card 5. So there is a need for you, to speak up about the situation before it gets too involved, where it could be mentally conflicting between you both, and one might have more intentions with more of a solid commitment than the other. Clarifies visualization. Rest and rejuvenate, yeah, because I feel like you might have conflicted interests in your mind about what do you keep going with this relationship, or do you keep going with this connection per se, but there's a need for you, just like these two are hand in hand, they're both meditating. So therefore I see like there is a need for you to take some time out for yourself, heal this situation with taking that time for yourself instead of maybe pushing this subject. So once you've gained clarity by looking after number one, you'll find that things will start looking up, because that person is no longer feeling smothered into making, or pressured into making a verbal decision, but also just stand back and actually have that person allow themselves to recover or rejuvenate from a bit of an upset in the past. Now, it is taking a toll on the physical health, and you may not be seeing things clearly about what's going on, so don't jump to conclusions. And we have the third eye. Now, I was looking at seeing it at that same time, so I am going to place it here with the intuition card. So, yeah, the third eye, you may not be seeing it clearly. You need to take that step back and have a look at your own inner work that you need to do before you can rekindle this situation. Yeah, emotional withdrawal. So what I mean by that is it's really taking a toll on you in a mental and emotional way, dealing with this individual. So for you to be able to progress in a positive manner forward with this individual without, you need to take this time for yourself, because there's a need for you to just ground and look after oneself. You may not be talking to this person at the moment. There may be a separation, and things are sort of in the shadows about what to do. One person is open arms, the other person is sort of closed off. And then there's a need for you both to centre yourselves, but looking after number one is an absolute necessity at the present time. There is a need also for I feel like it may be yourself to assert your boundaries and your connection to your honest self. There could be also a situation where there might have been a third party as well, as what I'm hearing, and you may have you or the individual that you're dealing with may not have been completely honest about their intentions with this other individual, so there may be a little bit of looking in other directions, seeing in other directions, and this person may have confronted you. This is a different story, guys, so just be aware that if it does sound like it's not the same one, it's just because it's jumping to energies. Well, this could be your whole story. Take what resonates. One more for trapped in fear. waiting game. Yeah, it is about patience. It is about having that time to yourself and reflecting upon what you actually want. If you've been completely honest with yourself as well as everybody else that you've come into contact with. If you're wanting to progress with this individual, you will need to resort back a bit and have a look at your own actions against the will of others, and not be so domineering. You could be dealing with a Leo. They could be very much domineering. Take what resonates. We've got a spiritual union and a heartache and loss. So somebody could have moved on to another individual, and that's kind of leaving you feeling like this. Or take what resonates. There could be you moving on, found your soul connection. Very much to do with the journey. Although, yeah, take what resonates there. Okay, Libra, that will be all I have for you today. Please like, share and subscribe, and talk soon.